Hey everyone, I'm Father David of Rome, priest of St. Clement of Rome here in Rome, Georgia. If you're watching this, there's a good chance that you're seeing Orthodoxy pop up everywhere. Tucker Carlson interviews, Jordan Peterson talking about it, Jonathan Pageau on symbolism, Father Stephen DeYoung and the Lord of Spirits, Jay Dyer going deep, or just random guys on the internet saying Orthodoxy is based. You're probably asking the same thing a lot of people are asking right now. What's up with the Orthodox? Who are they? Why do they seem so different? And why does it feel like this ancient thing is suddenly speaking to us a lot in 2026? So let's dive in. I want to give you a warm welcome and walk you through what all of this is about. Not as a debate, but as an invitation. Who are we? The Orthodox Church is the ancient church of Jesus Christ. We're the same church that existed for the first 1,000 years. Before the big split with the Latin West, we didn't leave. We didn't reinvent anything. We just kept the faith that was once and for all delivered to the saints. We still worship using the same divine liturgy that John Chrysostom wrote 1,500 years ago. We fast, we venerate icons. We believe the church is the living body of Jesus Christ, not just a collection of ideas. And yes, we have lots of beards and incense. But that's not the point. The point is encountering the living God in the way the apostles and the early church did. Why does Orthodoxy feel so different? Here's the big claim we make, and it's not small. The Latin West broke away from the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. For the first 1,000 years, the East and the West were one church. Then, step by step, the West started changing things on their own. Orthodoxy simply stayed put where the church had always been. Let me walk you through the main moments where that break happened. Because once you see the pattern, a lot of the why are they like this questions start making sense. Number one, the Filioque and Charlemagne. The original creed that said the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father, the West added and the Son. Filioque. Charlemagne pushed this hard in the 800s, both theology and politics. Rome eventually went along. We never did. The two emperors problem. The Pope crowned Charlemagne the Holy Roman Emperor, while a real Roman emperor still sat in Constantinople. This was the beginning of the West separating itself from the East, politically and spiritually. Number three, papal supremacy. Early on, Rome had special honor. The West turned that into the universal boss of the church. Orthodoxy kept the old way. Bishops, together in council under Christ. Number four, the Great Schism of 1054. Things had been straining for a while. This is when it became official. Number five, the Crusades, especially 1204. The Fourth Crusade didn't go to the Holy Land. They sacked Constantinople, the Christian capital of the world. They looted churches, they killed Orthodox Christians, and they set up a Latin empire. That wound is still remembered over 800 years later. Some call it the Great Betrayal. And there's other changes. Unleavened bread used in the Eucharist, mandatory priest celibacy, and later dogmas like the Immaculate Conception, papal infallibility, all decided by the West alone. The Unia and the Reformation, attempts to pull Orthodox churches under the yoke of Latin rule. Then the Protestant Reformation, another break from the already breaking West. Even King James and his authorized version of the Bible, the KJV, sit inside of that Western story. This history is still alive today. This isn't dusty old stuff. It still shapes the world. The Bolshevik murder of the last Orthodox Tsar and the royal family, the Holy Royal Martyrs, and the Soviet persecution that followed. The NATO bombing of Serbia in 1999, still raw for Orthodox Serbs. And even today, you sometimes see American politicians or media treating the faithful Orthodox with suspicion, as if being connected to the ancient church makes you suspect, even being labeled as foreign agents. That's why when young guys see Orthodoxy online, they say Orthodoxy feels solid, uncompromising, and real. They're sensing something that never sold out to the spirit of the age. So why should you care? Because a lot of us are tired of churches that feel like self-help clubs or political rallies. We're hungry for something deeper, something that demands everything and gives everything. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Come visit an Orthodox church. And if you're in Rome, Georgia, or around here, come visit St. Clement of Rome. Stand in the liturgy, smell the incense, hear the ancient prayers, talk to real people who are living this. You don't have to understand everything on day one. Just come and see. Subscribe to this channel if you want more honest, straightforward Orthodox teaching and life from a small mission here in Georgia. Comment below. What drew you into Orthodoxy? What questions do you have? And most importantly, come to the church. The door is open. Christ is here. May the Lord bless you as you seek him. I'm Father David of Rome. Glory to Jesus Christ.